from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Josh Brown's got us teed up and ready to roll. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Ten yards to go on third. On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. To throw again is Ryan. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. On third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. Oh, what a move. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ryan will throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Jennings. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Second and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run again with Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. On second down, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing is Manning on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And fourth down coming up. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run, Devontae Freeman. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Manning going to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Again, it's Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. After the interception, here's Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. We have hit halftime. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. On
1st and 10, here's Manning. And he fires this one incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on 2nd and 10 now. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now Ryan on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt him.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Manning will try again on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Manning over the middle here to Donnell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Toss play to Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now Manning throwing on second down to Shepard, complete over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now this time Manning will throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's 1st down, New York.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Manning to throw once more. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Will Tye, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Brown to add on the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super tough. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 11 on the gain there, and the Falcons are going to get a first.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And the lead is now 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Manning now on 1st down to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jennings. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Four down, check, four down.
Back to throw. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end, and let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Brown able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. They juked him. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And here now come the Falcons. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch two.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. He's back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. Manning. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Manning. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here.